Hello and welcome to another episode of Lost in Minecraft. Today we are going to be exploring our local area, looking a bit deeper into some of the caves and chasms that we have found. So to begin this, we will start with giving our inventory a bit of a tidy, making sure we have plenty of gear and equipment that we're going to need. I've made an additional crafting table there, as you can see. This will allow us to create more tools and other items as we progress. One such vital piece of equipment will be more torches. So as discussed before, we need to make ourselves some sticks and use some coal to create another little batch of torches. Right, so off we head out. It's a bright new sunny day. Just making sure everything is fairly safe and clear in the area before we head down into the chasm that is right next to our base. We have had a small explore through here before, put out some torches, but we found a big pit that goes deep, so we shall have a look there. Right, just deal with a sheep, get a bit more wool, a bit more meat, and head into our cave system. Now we just have to be careful, make sure it's all nice and clear, and as you can see, it is not. We have in fact found ourselves a skeleton. Two skeletons. Some potentially very dangerous enemies as they can attack from range, and we currently do not have a shield. The tactic here is to keep low, use scenery, just make sure that they can't get a solid bead on us so they can attack. Just keep our eyes open and look out for when we can make our strikes. Skeletons are relatively weak, so it should not take too long to finish them off. One of the things that makes skeletons particularly dangerous, in addition to their range attacks, are the facts, as you can see there, their attacks have a knockback effect. Every time I get hit, I get pushed back a bit, so if I try to rush them, I am not going to reach them, and they're just going to deal more and more damage. As you can see, each time I take a hit, my hearts on the left hand side there drop slightly. The food bar on the other side can help replenish those hearts, but again, as you can see, I have lost a few, so I am a little bit hungry. Right, so now we have cleared out this little bit of a tunnel. We can progress through, make sure it is clear around all the other sides. Let's have a bit of food, get our hunger bar back up, and we can start to heal. In this situation, it's always worthwhile taking things a little bit steady, give our hearts time to replenish. Throw a bit more light around the place, try to prevent any more mobs from spawning. I don't think spawning in here would have been too much of a problem. They may well have just wandered in from the outside. If we want to secure up this area a bit more, we can block up the entrance ways, the top and the sides, just help prevent any enemies from dropping in to say hello. Now that we're happy with how it is all looking, I think we can have a proper little look around. Yep, still clear through there. Right, this is our big pit. A very deep and dark, scary looking pit, with plenty of resources right at the top. So here we have some copper. We discussed copper in the materials episode. Have a look there if you need a refresh. And here's some more coal. Lots of coal. Very useful for our torches. And funny enough, with this copper, it'll help us smelt into copper bars. As mentioned in the previous video, another update will be coming which will make copper a lot more useful. Right, we have a little peek down the tunnel now. There is a trick here, very much worth remembering. If you crouch, then you can push yourself right up to the edge of the block that you're stood on. You will not go over the edge if you are crouched. You can still be knocked off or whatever, but you will not fall off. Now I've just put this into a bit of fast forwards as we mine our way down. Now we're using the blocks that we mine to help create little paths. My daughter has admonished me for not what they do call parkouring this, so jumping from block to block, but that does not give us a very safe and secure path back up. Now you can see here we have a different type of stone, diorite. Doesn't have a great effect, but it does have a different look when you're making builds and such like. So right now we're back at the bottom, we're making it nice and easy to be able to get out in case of emergency. When exploring these tunnels there could be anything down here, zombies, skeletons, creepers, endermen, you name it, they could be here waiting for us. So having a escape plan is very useful. Another little hidden cave there, so let's get that lit up. It looks a bit like a dead end, I believe. We shall have a quick look. Yes, it is a dead end. There is nothing else here. So, no further bits to explore here just yet. We will return. It's a nice deep hole, is that one. Saves a lot of mining. So if we climb our way back up to the top, there's still some coal over there. There's a couple of sections of copper in the wall, so we shall quickly dig those out. As you can see, the pickaxe I'm using, its durability has slipped down to yellow, so it's not the happiest. Bit more copper. Again, another good use for copper is just smelting it. Gets you some XP, gets you a few more levels, and gives you lots of bars for when they become useful. Right, you can tell from the colour of the sunlight there and the position that it's moving that the day is coming to an end. So I just headed back to base, emptied out my inventory, tidied things up a little bit. I believe I killed another sheep along the way and slept through the night. So now we are heading back to the cave system that was near our spawn point. It was very wide open, very interesting looking, so we shall see what we can find there. Looks like we've had some zombies die in the area, probably burnt by the sun. Lots of colourful flowers we can make dyes with at a later date. Hello, Mr. Chicken. So no other enemies on the outside, so we head down, and I believe there we can see a creeper. One of the nastiest enemies you will commonly find in the overworld, so we need to deal with him quickly and very carefully. When he sees you, he comes to get you. So, attacking quickly. Your sword attacks have a knockback effect as well, or push him away and then back away quickly. If you stay within his range, as you may have seen there, he flashes, pulses, and then he'll start to swell, and then he will explode, causing massive amounts of damage to you and anything else around you. So we'll have a little explore down here. There's just some watery tunnels. And you see, if you go in the water, you get a little air gauge on the side there. It goes down pretty quickly. You can make boats to go across water. You can make potions and enchants, which will help you stay under the water for a little bit longer. But for now, there's not a lot down there for us. So let us look around the area, stick down some torches, keeping it nice and lit. Try to prevent any bad guys from spawning nearby. Some more coal. Big dark pit. So we need to work our way down. Sometimes going up to go down will help. You can see other areas of travel. Use the shovel to quickly destroy dirt blocks, collect them up. You can use them to build additional little pathways to get around, as you can only jump up one block, where we're dropping down 2 at a time here. You can dig and build, as you can see here, to give you a nice little stepping path down. Now we've got some copper there. There was some coal here, but I cannot remember where it was, so I can use the path we've just made to come back up to the top. Yes, it's over there somewhere. And there it was, hiding behind the dirt block. So break that down, and here's some more coal. It's a very dark looking tunnel down there. This could be interesting. If you're only ever finding a single block of something, it's always worthwhile having an extra little mine about, dig about, just to see if you can uncover anything else. Some materials can form in separate blocks. Right, let's have a look, lighting up. Oh, another creeper. Get some range. Charge in, attack, run away. Charge in, attack, run away. No more creeper. Some XP. And they drop gunpowder, which at this point in time is not of great use to us, but can be very useful later in the game, creating TNT, fireworks, and various other items. So we'll just creep our way down, lighting it up as we go, sort of big wide amphitheatre style. And we've got some bats. Bats are neutral mobs, they'll tend to leave you alone, but can make you jump. Very big pit there. So we had some coal up here, so we'll mine this vein, although I suppose for coal it'll be a deposit. I'm just fast forwarding through this bit, being very cautious, double checking behind myself every now and then in case there's more creepers, zombies, skeletons, anything like that. This will not be a good place to be caught up. Yep, having another look around. A bit of a dark area here, light it up. See what's down here. Right, there we go. The majority of it is all lit up now, so we'll have a little dig around where you get portions of granite like this. Oh, if you see, if you put a torch on a block and destroy the block, it destroys the torch as well. You can re-pick up the torch and replace it though. Just be careful though, because it can plunge you into darkness. Areas around large sections of granite like this can hide little surprises, maybe gold, iron, something like that, so it's worth having a little nosy around. Now back to normal speed. Now, as you can see there, our pickaxe ran out of durability and broke. Luckily, here's one I prepared earlier, so we can continue with our mining adventure. But I believe time is probably getting on again now, so light up a few more sections and make our way out. We know it should be moderately safe down here for future expeditions and further mining. Although I do prefer that little one nearer to our base as it goes deeper. The deeper you go, the more likely you are to find different materials. So, ready back to base. Just as the sun is going down, clear out and tidy up our inventory, craft ourselves a few more little items, replace our broken pickaxes, because we managed to kill off a few more sheep, we can make ourselves an additional bed. Now that is very useful for exploring. If you have a bed with you, then you can place it down wherever you need and sleep through the night, as long as there are no monsters in the area. But it just means that you can go further, explore a bit more, without risk of having to battle your way through a night of zombies. So that is it for this episode. Thank you very much. The next one will follow shortly.